Good evening, all. Okay, let us start the session. See, almost combination circuit is completely over. I said there are some small topics like we need to discuss about parity checker, right? That is parity generator and parity checker. That is one small topic. And apart from that, we should learn the basics of. We need to learn some basics of 7-segment display. Just we are going to understand, that's all, right? Till now there was no questions from that area. Just we will see how our display, that is LED 7-segment display, it's working in our calc, or we can see in our digital systems, right? So we should learn that basics. And apart from that, we are going to learn one more small concept that I left in implementation of mux, right? That's things we have to cover, because there I was try and cover the basics of mux and how to design the logic gates with the help of mux. That things we saw, but there was one small topic that I left, right? That's see, that things also we are going to cover now, right? So let's start with the parity generator and the parity checker. See, basically, what is the purpose of a parity generator and a parity checker? That we all that is that we have to understand, right? ரொம்ப பெருசாக எதுவும் கிடையாது. இந்த parity generator parity checker அப்படிங்கிறது எதுக்காகனா, ஃபார் அன் எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஐ வுட் லைக் டு பாஸ் சம் மெசேஜஸ் ஃப்ரம் தி சென்டிங் எண்ட், ரைட்? இப்போ சென்டிங் எண்ட்லேருந்து நீங்கள் ஒரு மெசேஜ் வந்து பாஸ் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்னா, அந்த மெசேஜ் வந்து ரிசீவிங் எண்டில் வந்து கரெக்டாக ரிசீவ் ஆகியிருக்கா இல்லை ஏதாச்சும் ப்ராப்ளம் வந்திருக்கா அப்படிங்கிறத செக் பண்ணி அதில் ஏதாவது எரர் வந்துருந்தது அப்படின்னா அதை ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணுறதுக்காக தான் we are just using this parity generator and parity checker, right? That's all. There are no more things to discuss. Whenever we are transmitting the data from one point to another point, right, your parity generator, that is under parity generator and checker, will going to help us to identify the error. So simply they are acting as error detector, right? Their work is what? Detecting the error. That is the purpose of parity generator and checker, right? So the purpose is what? Error detection. That's all. Now how they are going to take that action, right? So here actually if you want to learn this parity generator and checker, its concept, there are many things are there in communication point of view, that is in electronics engineering point of view, right? But as an electrical engineer, just learning the basics are more than sufficient, right? I'm just giving the introduction for parity generator and checker and how they are working. That's enough. Okay, now in order to understand that very well, there are no big things, right? So there are two type of parity generator and parity checker. One is called even parity checker and another one is called odd parity checker. Similarly, even parity generator and another one is called odd parity generator. See, the operation is remains like parity generator parity checker la perusa edum difference kadiyadu. Of course they are same operation, right? So both guys will going to perform the same operation and they are helping us to find out the error, right? So in the course, let's see how to design the parity checker and parity generator, right? For an example, let me consider 3 bits, right? So we are going to transmit a 3-bit data with the help of parity generator, right? So let's see what happened, right? Now the thing is, let me take keep the heading. We are going to discuss about parity generator and parity checker, right? So we are going to generate the data, right? So we are going to generate, and then what, that is we are going to check. So parity generator and parity checker, two things we are going to discuss now. Whereas parity generator, it is at the sending end, right? So it will be available at the sending end, right? Parity checker will be placed or fixed with the receiving end, right? In order to predict the, that is error, right, in our codings, right? So that is the purpose of generator and checker. It is in the sending end, it is in the receiving end, right? So for an example, let us consider 3-bit input. Let me pass it through the parity generator and parity checker. Let's see what happened. This is from the sending end and assume this is our receiving end, right? And we are only keeping our concentration with the parity generator and parity checker. Okay, I'm not going to discuss any of the people apart from that, right? So just to keep, this is our parity generator, right? This is going to be our parity generator and this is going to be our parity checker, right? Both will going to perform same operation, right? I said, right? So that is, this is going to be parity checker. Now just we are going to pass 3 inputs, right? I said we are going to consider 3 inputs, right? And of course we are going to receive these same outputs here, right? So the number of inputs that we are considering here, it is A, B, C. That is the total number of inputs, right? And in the output side also we are going to receive the same number of outputs. Now what your parity generator and checker will going to do here, right? So let's see. I said there are two type of parity generator and checker. One is called even parity generator and another one is called odd parity generator, right? So first simply understand the logic. There are no big things to understand, right? So let us take, right, these three bits A, B, C, right? And with this, we are going to consider our parity generator, right? I said, let us discuss about parity generator. Same operation we are going to perform on the checker. Later, I will tell you. First, let me discuss about parity generator. Let us discuss about parity generator. I said there are two types. One is even parity generator and another one is called odd parity generator, right? Let's see how they are going to work with us, right? So let us see the operation of even parity generator and odd parity generator, right? So the thing is, we are going to pass three inputs from the what I can say sending end, right? So those informations are, if I will consider three boolean expressions, see, if you want to use caps letter, you can use, right? I'm just for an example, I took small letters, you can take caps. Now there are 8 combinations possible, right? So the possible combinations are 0, 0, 0, right? Of course, the second we are going to consider 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, and we are going to consider 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Clear? Yes. So these are the things that we are going to consider. Now, even parity checker, odd parity checker. Actually, what they are going to do, guys, listen. Abdina meaning enna abdina. First of all, always while talking about parity checkers, one thing you all have to keep, right? We are going up with the I pin here, right? I pin means we should talk about number of ones. Number of ones. So whenever we're talking about parity generator and checker, we are going up with the number of ones, right? Number of ones. What do I mean by number of ones? The thing is, in the parity generator, even number of parity generator இருக்குல்லையா, அது என்ன பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா ஈவன் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஒன்ஸ்க்கு வந்து எந்த ஒரு சேஞ்சஸையும் கொடுக்காது, அது அப்படியே அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கும், ரைட்? நீங்கள் பாஸ் பண்ணுற டேட்டாவில் எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் ஈவன் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஒன்ஸ் இருக்கோ அதை பற்றி வரி பண்ணாது, அதை சிம்பிளாக பாஸ் பண்ணிடும், ரைட்? வேரியஸ். ஸோ சிம்பிளாக என்ன சொல்ல வரேன் அப்படின்னா, ஈவன் parity checker will keep only even number of ones. Only it will consider even number of ones. Similarly, odd parity checker will consider only odd number of ones, right? It won't accept even number of ones. Just the thing is what? Even parity checker will accept only even number of ones and it won't accept odd number of ones, right? So shall we start the operation? Yes. Now guys listen, if all are 0, if all are 0, what do I mean? 0 also an even number. 0 also an even number. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, all are called an even numbers, right? So we can simply say 0 is also an even number. So the conclusion is 0 is simply being treated as an even number, such that, right, it won't, your even parity checker is our even parity generator won't be worry about 0, 0, 0 combination. It will simply allow this bit. Because 0 number of ones is also an even number, right? Next, let us consider the second person. 0, 0, 1. How many ones are there? We have single one, right? Single one is not acceptable in even generator, that is even parity generator. So what it will do? Single one is not acceptable in the sense it will consider one more one such that it will become even number of ones. See there, already I have 1, right? Now your parity generator will going to add one more bit with the data such that, see there, 0, 0, 1, 1. Now your new data will become what? Even number of ones. Do you all agree with me? Yes. Similarly, let us consider 0, 1, 0. This is also not acceptable. Why? Because even parity generator will consider only even number of ones. Odd number of ones are not acceptable. So simply, sir, here I have a single number, that one is not acceptable. I have to consider one more one such that 0, 1, 0, 1. Totally I have 2 even number of ones. Yeah, happily we can travel along with the what? Even parity generator. Let's consider 0, 1, 1. Yes. How many ones are there? 2 ones. Acceptable, right? So it won't do. It will add bit 0. It will add bit 0 because already the condition is what? Satisfied. 2 ones are there. I don't need to add any extra bits, right? Extra ones. Similarly, 1, 0, 0. Only one is available. Let me add one more bit. That is one more one such that it will become what? Even number of 1, right? Things are very clear. There are no big things to understand. 1, 0, 1. How many ones are there? 2. Do you want to add any one? No. What we have to consider? Just add 0. Enough. 1, 1, 0. Do I need to add any bits? No. Why? Even number of ones are available. 1, 1. There are 2 even numbers. So you don't need to add any bits. What about 111? What? 3 ones are there. 1, 1, 1. Totally 3 ones are there. Odd number of ones acceptable. No. Since we are discussing about even parity generator. In even parity generator, we have to consider only even number of ones. So 3 ones are there. I have to add one more one such that how many ones are there? 1, 1, 1, 1. Totally 4 ones are there. Now, happily you can transmit the data from sending end to receiving end with the help of even parity generator. Now what will happen? இப்போ இந்த ஈவன் parity generator வந்து இந்த டேட்டாவை அப்படியே நம்ம ஈவன் parity செக்கருக்கு transmit பண்ணும், right? So at the receiving end, now your parity checker will receive this data and it will check whether it is receiving. அங்க என்ன இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா ஈவன் parity checker இருக்கும். Now your even parity checker will check. என்ன மாதிரி செக் பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா வந்திருக்க எல்லா டேட்டாவிலையும் கரெக்டா ஈவன் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஒன்ஸ் செட் ஆயிருக்கான்னு செக் பண்ணி பார்க்கும். If there is any mistake, right? If there is any mistake or if there is any malfunctioning, if it finds any odd number of ones in its data, automatically it will detect and send the message, sir, there was some error in the message. Are you getting me? Let me repeat once again. Even parity checker will check all the data. We all know in even parity system, we are always considering even number of ones. Now you can select any lines. If you count the number of ones, you are getting what? You are getting even number of ones, right? If all the system, that is if all number sequence will consider, number combinations will having only even number of ones, then there is no error in the system. Automatically there is no error detection, right? Your system will say, sir, your data is accurate, there was no error. Like that, your even parity checker will send the message. Suppose if it finds any odd number of ones in its data, automatically it will create a message. It will text, sir, there was some error in the system, I was unable to receive the exact message that you are sent in the sending end. Clear? So that is how your even parity checker will work. Clear? I hope things are very clear to you all. Now let us discuss about odd parity generator and odd parity checker. Same operation, there are no things, right, to understand. Fine. When we are discussing about odd parity generator, automatically that spark has to be generated in your mind, I hope, right? Now how it will work? The thing is, even parity checker will only consider what? Even number of ones. Then odd parity checker will consider what? Only odd number of ones. See there, 0 0 0. Is it acceptable? No, it is not acceptable, right? So it is not acceptable. So 0 0 0 is not acceptable. Why it is not acceptable? Why? Because 0 0 0 means that is there are no ones, right? That is zero number of ones. Zero number of ones in the sense that is considered as an even number. So even number of ones are not acceptable. Such that, see there, we have to take what? I will have to add one bit here, such that how many ones are now? 0 0 0 1. Yes, odd number of ones are there, right? So happily we can set this system and we can run along with this system. Similarly, 0 0 1, how many ones are there? Odd number of ones. Do I need to add any bits? No, I don't need to add any bits, so we can simply consider this one as 0. Now you don't add any bits, already odd number of ones are available, so directly you can consider it, right? 0 1 0, you don't need to add any bits. 0 1 1, two ones are not acceptable in odd parity generator, so I will have to add one more bit such that how many ones are there? 0 1 1 1. Happily you can run the system now. 1 0 0 is acceptable, right? So you don't need to add any bits because odd number of ones. 1 0 1 is not acceptable, I have to add one more bit such that it will become odd number of ones. 1 1 0 is not acceptable, we will have to add one more 1. And 1 is acceptable, we no need to add any bit. Now did you notice one thing? If you take a complement for even parity checker, that automatically you will get odd parity checker, because they are just opposite to each other. Yes or no? Here we are considering even number of ones and there we are considering odd number of ones. So even parity generator and odd parity generator are always complement to each other. Simply we can say that is the relation between them, right? So let us see how to implement this circuit, right? How will you implement? Just we have to find out the min terms of the system, and then that is let me put them into the K map, or otherwise we will see the possibilities, right? Okay, let me put them. So let us discuss about even parity generator and I will implement, right? So this that is called circuit implementation. Let us discuss about implementation, right? So let us implement this circuit. In implementation, first we are going to discuss about even parity generator, right? So let us discuss about even parity generator, right? Even parity generator. Keep that ding. So we are discussing about even parity generator. Let us see how to realize this circuit. Shall you put them in K map? Of course. How many variables are there? A, B, C, right? So totally we are considering 3 variables. So how many cells should be required in K map? We have to consider 8 cells. Yes. Now let's start our operation. Guys, here I was considering small ABC, right? I told you we can also consider capital. Just I took like that. You can change it, right, if you want. Okay, since we are writing all expressions in sum of product form, let me write in SOP form only, right? So it is going to be what? A bar A automatically. This is going to be what? B bar C bar. This is going to be B bar C. This is BC and this is going to be BC bar. Let's put the values here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values available, right? So 0 is I don't have any variable. At 1 I have variable. At 2 also I have variable. 3 is not there. At 4 I have variable. 5, 6. At 7 also we have variable. So let's put them together here such that at 0 I don't have any variable. 1 we have variable. 2 we have variable. 3 we don't have any variable. 4 we have variable. 5 we don't have any variable. 6 also we don't have any variable. 7 we have the variable, right? So such that how will you realize the system, right? So we can simply reduce them and you can figure out the answer. The answer are going to be what? See, you can just club them together. You can club these 2% together and you can club these 2% together and here this person cannot be clubbed, right? Such that its implementation is going to be what? If I'll club these 2 persons, it will become A, and the common person between this is AC bar. We are writing it in what? Min-term form. First we should do AND operation and then we can perform OR operation. AND operation is over. Let me perform OR operation with another set of min-term. Let's consider this one. Here it is going to be A plus A bar become 1. So automatically we are going to consider B C bar only. Plus at last this is going to be what? A bar B bar C bar. Sorry, A bar B bar C. A bar B bar C. I hope things are clear to you all, right? Now that's all. Just you can stop with this, or if you want to implement the circuit further, you can just do it, right? If you want to do it, you can implement. Okay, this is going to be the output of the even parity checker. So let me even denote this one as even parity checker, right? In the same way, you can also implement odd parity checker, right? So so hereafter you can visualize the circuit, you can draw the circuit and you can implement these things. Okay, I hope things are very clear to you all, right? I think class is going good. Okay, this is all about parity generator and parity checker. Guys, listen, I think see, this is even parity odd parity generator. If odd parity checker எப்படி work பண்ணும்? Very simple, right? You'll have to pass the same type of data, right? Odd parity checker, odd parity generator. Odd parity generator வந்து என்ன பண்ணும்னா, it will consider only odd number of ones and it will pass it to the receiving end. Immediately அங்க என்ன இருக்கும் அப்படினா odd parity checker இருக்கும். This is odd parity generator. அப்ப அங்க என்ன பண்ணும்னா, it will compare all the ones in all messages. If the system is considering, if your system is having only odd number of ones, then there is no error detection. Your system will send the message. Since sir there is no error, you can simply accept the data. Suppose if it's find any even number of data, automatically it will text, right? It will create some messages and it will send. So there is some problem in the system because there was some error, right? I detected, just go and check it, right? Like that some messages will be generated. Clear? So that is how your parity generator and parity checker will work, right? That's all. This is all about parity generator and parity checker. Now next, our next target, see, you can just implement same thing. Idukku neenga kma potu, you can write this simple expression. Just do it by yourself, right? That is not a new thing for us, right? We are familiar with this. Almost combination circuits are over. Fine. So the next, that is the last topic of your combinational circuits, right? That is a 7-segment display, right? So let us discuss about 7-segment display, right? In 7-segment display, what we are going to do, let's see. Let us see the 7-segment display, right? Keep that ding. We are going to discuss about 7-segment display, right? So in 7-segment display, how we are going to design the circuit. That's very simple, right? 7 segments in the sense we are going to consider 7 segments like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is called 7-segment display. This system is called what? 7-segment display, right? Now in this system, what we are going to do? Let's see how it will work. That's all, right? Let's see how it will work. Now the thing is, if you want to let this system to generate 0, right? Let me name. This is called A, segment A. This is called segment B, segment C, segment D, segment E. This is segment F and this is segment G. That is your 7-segment display and just we are naming them, right? Now let's see how it will perform, right? The operation is the input side. From the input side, let me consider, I just want our input as, or we can simply say, we can also write this one in the, okay, fine. In the input side, I'm just entering 0 in decimal. I'm entering 0 such that display la enna nadakum. See, just you can take your calculator and you can check it. Neenga enna பண்ணுவீங்க, button 0 push பண்ணுவீங்க, கரெக்ட்டா? Button 0 நீங்க push பண்ண உடனே அதுல என்ன ஆகும்? 7-segment display will work automatically. It will generate 0 bit. and you can see that is going to be your output now, right? So let's see, when I am putting input as 0, automatically 7 segment display will work. How many people will work? See there, let us consider all these segments: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? We have to consider 7 segments. At last, we are also going to consider the output, right? So let us consider the output also separately, right? So let us perform the operation with the 7 segments display. That's quite interesting, right? So because it's our watch only, we have digital watch and we have digital calci, right? You can observe these things in our digital clock, right? At many points you can see, you can observe the operation of 7 segment display. That is not the invisible thing, you can find it in our home itself, right? Fine, let's see the operation of this one, right? So let us look at the operation of this 7 segment display. 0 means how many segments will going to be enabled, and what is the output. First of all, let me draw the 0 symbol here. In display you can observe 0 will be like this. This is our 0. Clear? 0 in the sense, then which are the segments that are going to be enabled now? A will be enabled, B will be enabled, C will be enabled, D will be enabled, E will be enabled, F also will be enabled, G will be disabled, such that 1 1 1 1 1 1. Just begin of this digital 7 segment display, we have logic gates, right? In that logic gates, 7 gates are going to be enabled. The last gate, right, which is activating, right, your G, that is going to be disabled, such that your LED bulb begin of this G won't glow, right? Set it off, such that you can observe 0 at the display, right? Fine, let us see the second operation. I would like to receive 1, such that 1 in the sense, see there, only these 2 segments will be enabled, like B and C will be enabled, rest of all are going to be 0. Automatically B and C will be enabled, rest of all guys are going to be 0 while receiving 1, right? Yeah, so slightly let me keep it here somewhere. 0 1 1 0 0 0 0, right? Sit straight away, I don't want to keep this one here, right? Yeah, let us consider 2, right? So let us perform 2 here. Now 2 means how it is look like. Let me draw the structure of 2 first, right? So this is the structure of 2. That is how your LED system, that is your calci will work, right? So such that, see there, A will be activated, B will be activated, G will be activated, E will be activated, D will be activated, right? See, you can just do it by yourself, right? So once for your understanding only, I am doing these things. I know all of you are getting these things easily, right? Because it's our practical application, huh? It is visible for us. Shall we check how many people will going to be enabled now? A will be enabled, of course. B will be enabled, of course. G will be enabled, then E will be enabled, whereas E will be enabled, and D also going to be enabled. The rest of guys are going to be 0, right? So rest of people are going to be 0. Clear? Fine, things are clear. Let's start with the 3. How it is look like? 3 will be like this. This is our 3. Am I correct? Of course. Then how many people will work? A, B, G, C, D, right? So totally 5 people are going to work, right? So A, B, G, C, D, right? A, B, C, G, D, rest of guys are going to be 0 in order to get 3. C, you can also see, this is 3, right? So let us try and bring the answer for 4. Let me rub this one, and let us bring the answer for 4 now, right? So let us remove these things, right? So let us bring the answer for 4, right? So okay, now our next target, we have to bring 4, right? Yeah, let's bring now 4. How will you bring? 4 will work. 4 in the sense 1 2 3 4. This is 4. 4 na pair work pannum. I mean it of F will work, B will work, G will work, C will work, right? F will work, yeah, F is going to be 1, B will work, right? F will work, B will work, and then F, B, G will work, yeah, G will work, F, F, G, B is 1, so B is 1, C also going to be 1, C is 1, rest of people are 0, rest of guys are going to be 0. Let us discuss about 5th one. 5 means how it is look like. This is going to be 5. Of course, that is fine, right? So 5 means line activate agnum. 5 means A, F, G, C, D, right? Such that A, F, G, C, D, right? So C, D, right? So rest of guys are going to be 0. Clear? Fine. So that is totally 5 1 2 3 4 5. Fine. Let us activate 6. 6 எப்படிங்க இருக்கும்? 6 is going to be like this. 1, we should just complete all these guys, right? So let the left term is b, except b rest of all are going to be 1, except b rest of all are going to be 1, right? So rest of all are going to be 1. Clear? That is for 6. Let us discuss about 7, right? So if you want to design 7 என்ன வரும்? 7 அப்படினா என்ன வரும்? This is a b c, right? So 7 will be like this, a b c, that is going to be 7, right? So a b c, a b c, rest of guys are going to be 0 for 7. Yeah, happy. Next let us design 8th one, right? So 8 let me talk about 8. So let us discuss about 8. Next we should design 8 9, right? So finally we are going to end up with the 8 9, right? Yeah, let us see 8 9 in the sense, let me consider 8 here, right? 8 எப்படிங்க இருக்கும்? 8 is like this, right? So this is going to be 8. So 8 in the sense, actually all bits should be activated, right? 8 means all segments will be turned on, right? So it will glow such that you can observe 8 in the display. Let us discuss about 9. Let us discuss about 9, right? So in 9 one segment is not going to glow, right? This one. Which one? That is except E, rest of all guys will be enabled except E. Where I am now? This is 9, yeah, except E, rest of, okay, E will be 0, rest of all are going to be 1 in order to get 9. So that is going to be 9. Yeah, that is correct. So let us design, that's all. I think we are completed, right? Yeah. So that is how your 7 segment display will work, right? So that's all. This is going to be over with this. There are no big things to discuss, right? I hope things are very clear to you all, right? So this is all about combinational circuits, right? So apart from that, I said there is one small topic that I left, right? So let's start our discussion with that one, right? So class is going good, any issues? I hope there is no any problem, right? So we shall continue. Let me rub these things. So finally we are going to design the next circuit. Actually I forgot to give that one. That is small topic, but that is very important, right? It's very important because there are many questions in your exam, right? Some small circuits will be given and you are requested to implement those things, right? So let's see how to do that one. Then it will become very easy. Then we will go for problems part, right? Automatically you will come to know the things, right? Yeah. So let us remove this. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's going to be over. Now let us see implementation of any circuits, right? So the thing is, actually we are going to do, we are going to implement the Boolean expressions with the help of what? Mux. Realization of Boolean expression, right? With a mux, right? With a mux, right? Multiplexer, right? Simply we can call it as multiplexer. That is realization of Boolean expression with a multiplexer, right? That is what we are going to look at now. Let us see implementation of that is Boolean expression with the help of what? Mux, we can simply say. Now just I am teaching you how to do that one. So the basics are that you have to remember. The basic is, guys listen, the in order to, while implementing the mux, right? In implementation of mux we should learn some basics. The basics are, right? Actually உங்களுக்கு என்ன தேவை அப்படினா, the relation between number of Boolean variables and the mux that it should be required, right? So let us see the number of Boolean variables, the relation between number of Boolean variables and the required mux, right? So let me simply call it as required mux, right? Multiplexer, required mux, multiplexer. Let's see the number of Boolean variables. For an example, for n Boolean variables, the number of required mux is 2 power n minus 1 cross 1. We all know multiplexer, right? So the general multiplexer is what? 2 power n is to 1. That is the mux that we are realizing, right? Now for an example, the thing is, if number of bits n equal to 3, right, then which mux we are going to use in order to realize the Boolean expression n equal to 3? N equal to 3 means the function that we are going to consider is f of a comma b comma c. In order to realize this function, 3 variable function, right, which type of multiplexer that it should be required? The type of multiplexer that it should be required is 2 power, since we are considering 3 bits now, so 3 minus 1 cross 1, such that, right, so the required mux is 2 power, 3 minus 1 is 2, so 2 power 2 will be 4, so the required mux is 4 cross 1. That is the mux that we are going to use in order to realize 3 variables Boolean expression, right? Suppose if we are using, that is, if I am considering n equal to 4, which type of, that is, n equal to 4 means we are going to consider 4 variables, a, b, c, comma, d. We are going to consider 4 variables, right? So its correspondent mux that we are going to use is what? 2 power. We are considering 4 variables now, so that is going to be 4 minus 1 cross 1. Automatically we can say 4 minus 1 is 3, so 2 power 3 will be 8, so the mux that we are using is 8 cross 1. That is the type of mux that we are using in order to realize this circuit. I hope things are very clear to you all now, right? So like that you can realize, right, for any type of circuit which type of multiplexer that it should be required. Anyway guys, the beautiful thing is you no need to realize these things that will be given in your exam, right? They will give you the type of the circuit la kudutittu you are requested to implement the circuit. Implement அப்படினா desired input side la enna mari varum, right? So such as some type of circuit will be given and you are requested to do that one, right? So let's see how to do that one, right? So let me take some example for your better understanding, then you will come to know, right? So let us realize n equal to 3, right? So we will take 3 and 4. This is the two type of questions that you are going to face in your exam. Either you might be requested to implement 4 cross 1 mux or 8 cross 1. This is the maximum type of question that you are going to face, right? That's why I took these two as an example, right? Fine. Let's start our journey with 4 cross 1 mux. That means we are realizing what? A 3 variable Boolean, that is 3 Boolean variable function, right? So let us see. For an example, some min terms will be given to you all, f of a comma b comma c, right? And that min term is given. Let us consider sum of min term. Let us consider 0, 1, 2, 3, right? They are given 4 things, right? So 4 variables will be given and you are requested to implement this Boolean function, right? So identify the type of the input. This correspondent circuit will be given, or simply let us say take this one, implement this Boolean expression with the help of multiplexer. That's all. Okay, if it is given like this, simply we all know, right? Our basic common sense will tell you, sir, if I have 3 variable Boolean function, then the type of the mux that it should be required for us is 4 cross 1 mux, right? So let us realize it with the help of 4 cross 1 mux. Right, in 4 cross 1 mux we all know how many inputs are there. Totally we have 4 inputs, I0, I1, I2, I3. How many number of selection lines should be required? Totally we need 2 selection lines, right? So the 2 selection lines in the sense 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, such that each and every bit, that is a line will be selected. I0 will be enabled first, and then we are going to enable I1, and then we are going to enable I2, and then we are going to enable I3, right? So they will give you, for an example, I will take the selection line. Guys, listen, in the Boolean variables patti kudukumbodhu, they should talk about the selection line. That is mandatory here. Understanding the selection line is very important, right? So let us consider A and B are going to be the selection line now, right? So A and B are going to be the selection line. A and B are going to be the selection line. Understanding this one is very, very important because there are 3 variables, right? So 3 variables, like ABC are, whether ABC, AB are going to be Boolean, selection line, or BC are going to be the selection line, or CA are going to be the selection line. That is very important. That will be given in your exam. You no need to be panic about that one, right? So the variables are, let us consider, according to our decision is A and B are going to be the selection line. So let's consider A and B are going to be our selection line. Now the conclusion is this circuit will be given to you, right? And this Boolean expressions also will be given to you, but your target is you will have to achieve the type of the inputs that we are going to give, right? So in order to achieve this Boolean expression with the help of multiplexer, your target is you have to identify the inputs. That's very important here. That is very important here, right? So let us see how to do that one. Let me remove this part, right, in order to get the clear idea. Class is going good, yeah, fine. Let's continue our journey, right? Just to take that circuit, let us realize, right, how to implement this circuit. That's quite interesting actually, and it is very simple too, right? Don't think too much, just keep your concentration. It's over. Within few minutes I will complete it, right? So the thing is, first AB as the selection line, right? So what we have to do, just to consider the input line I0 here and drag I1 here, drag I2 here, and let me drag I3 here, right? So the input lines, guys listen, totally we are going to consider 3 variables, boolean variables. Out of these 3 boolean variables, 2 boolean variables are going to act as a data selector. So the rest of variable that is missing here is called C. So definitely C is going to be lies along with your input lines, such that 3 boolean variables are going to be realized with the help of 4x1 multiplexer, right? In order to realize these 3 boolean variables, 2 boolean variables already being fixed at the data selector line, right? But one more variable is missing, that is our C. So we have to see at which portion, at what type of C that we are going to provide in our input lines. So our target is we have to write C bar here, C. That is, I am writing this like min format, right? Min term format. I am considering 0 and 1 here, C bar, C, right? Similarly here the data selectors I0, I1, I2, I3. Now tell me when your I0 will be enabled. I0 will be enabled whenever A and B are going to be 0, 0. Do you all agree with me? Such that in min term format that will be considered as A bar, B bar. Exactly, that is correct. Next, when I am putting 0, 1, automatically I1 will be enabled. Yes. So 0, 1 in the sense in min term form it can be considered as A bar, B. I2 will be enabled when it is going to be 1, 0, such that it can be realized as A, B bar, 1, 0. Now I4 will be enabled whenever A and B are going to be 1, 1, such that we are realizing this one also. Now what we have understood here, the thing that we have understood is actually this mux output can also be, right? So generally mux output can be realized as idu nam eppadi eludhuvom. First we are considering data selector output such that is A bar, B bar we are writing first, and then we are considering the output. Do you all agree? This is the way that this is how we are writing the output expression. Now plus second variable is we have to consider A bar, B with the input variable I1, plus third variable is we have to consider A, B bar with I2, plus fourth variable we should consider A, B with I3, correct? So that is how we are realizing the multiplexer output, 4x1 multiplexer output, such that it clearly tells us the order that we are following is A, B, C. Right, see there, C is going to be fixed at the input variables, right, at the input terminal. Anyway, let us realize. அப்ப இதுல variables எப்படி substitute பண்ணுவீங்க guys? Listen, A bar, B bar, C bar, that is going to be 0. A bar, B, C bar. அப்ப இங்க என்ன variable வரணும்? A bar. See, let me consider. The order is ABC. Just remember, order is ABC. First, we should consider data selector order. That is data selection in the sense AB. And then we have to select the input line such that the order is input line. In the input line, we are going to consider C. So the order is ABC. Right? In this order, அப்ப ABC ல என்னென்ன combinations லாம் இருக்கு? Let me write. In ABC, there are 8 combo. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Of course, 8 combo will be there. So let's figure out them. First thing is A bar, B bar, C bar. The order that we have to consider is ABC. This is the order that I found already, right? So because our selection lines are ABC, first I am considering selection line and then I am considering input line. We will see later if we interchange the selection line, then what will happen, right? So first of all, we should go in that order. A, B, C, right? According to that order, A bar, B bar, C bar will be 0. A bar, B bar, C bar in the sense in min term format, all are 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0 only can be written as A bar, B bar, C bar. Then A bar, B, C bar. How will you write? A bar, 0, B, 1, C bar. That is going to be what? 0, 1, 0. That is equal to 2. Do you all agree with me? Of course, that is correct. Similarly, let me consider A is 1, B is 0, C also 0. We are considering 4. Let me consider fourth one. See there, A is 1, B is 1, C is what? 0. 1, 1, 0 means that is 6. Let us consider here A bar, B bar, C bar, right? Here A bar, B bar, C. A bar 0, B bar 0, C is 1, 0, 0, 1. I am considering 1. Next A bar 0, B is 1, such that C also 1. C in 1 in the sense that is equal to 3. Next let us consider A 1, B bar 0, C 1, 1 not 1. That is equal to 5. Next let us consider A, B, C. That is equal to 1, 1, 1. Such that we are considering 7. Clear? That is how we are realizing the relation between input and that is input variable, right? Let's see the given min terms are 0, 1, 2, 3. That is the given min terms. Yes, 0, 1, 2, 3. That is the given min terms, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3 are the given min terms. Now very simple, guys. Listen. இப்போ இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரையும் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க அப்படினா see there in the first line, right? I0 ல we are going to consider these two variables, right? Its corresponding input line. Just group them in min term form. If I'll group them 0 plus 1, I mean I have to consider. இப்போ இத அப்படியே group பண்ணீனா the corresponding variable C plus C bar. C plus C bar should be equal to 1. Next I have to group. We can group like this now. because both are available, right? நம்ம ரெண்டு பேருமே யூஸ் பண்ணனும் அவங்க சொல்லிருக்காங்க. Such that this is also c plus c bar, that is also going to be 1, and here we are not using any terms, that is going to be 0, such that your input variables are going to be the combinations. We are realizing the c and c bar in terms of what? Variables, right? Such that, see there, I0, for I0 we are giving 1, for I1 we are giving 1, for I2 we are giving 0, for I3 we are giving what I can say 0, right? This is one type of combo, right? For an example, here itself let me consider, இப்போ இதிலே வந்து variables வந்து வேற கொடுத்திருக்காங்க வெச்சுக்கோங்க, f of a, b, c. Let me consider c வர மாதிரி நான் ஆன்சர் எழுதுறேன், c பார்ல வர மாதிரி எழுதுறேன். Let us consider 0, let me consider 2, let us consider 5, let us consider 6 எடுத்துக்கலாமா, right? Such that you will get the clear idea. இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி கொடுத்திருந்தாங்கன்னா what will you realize? Let me take the same thing, right? So that is going to be c bar, c, and here it is going to be I0, I1, I2, I3. Let us take the variables are 0, 2, 4, 6. We got 1, 3, 5, 7. Correct? Let us realize them. இப்போ யார் யாரெல்லாம் realize பண்ணுவீங்க? First thing, I have to consider 0. Next we have to consider 2, and 5 we have to consider 6. Guys, listen. In this case, you cannot. This horizontal grouping is not possible. Just you have to consider vertical. Input line தான் தனியா consider பண்ணனும். I0 தனியா consider பண்ணனும். I1 தனியா, I2 தனியா, I3 தனியா. Don't club like this. Then input will be collapsed. Don't think like that. Logically work, right? So fine. Let's see there. Now we are considering only one variable. Its correspondent value is c bar. Just to take them out. Now we are considering only one variable. Its correspondent output is c bar. Just to take it out. For I2 we are considering only one variable. Correspondent output is c. Just to take it out. For last variable I3 we are working with only one variable. Its correspondent value is c bar. Such that its correspondent input. In this second case, I0 is going to be c bar, right? I1 is going to be c bar, I2 is going to be c, and I3 is going to be c bar. That is how we are realizing input. You know, you will be tested for two more questions for this worthless experiment. Okay, that is quite interesting, right? There are no big things to understand, right? So let me say, as I said, we are going up with the AB as the selection line. So let us change some other variable. Let us consider BC as the selection line. Let us see how to realize the mux, right? That's very simple, guys. Please do it. Let us take B and C are the selection lines, right? So in any order la consider panninglo, that is the projection, right? So for an example, here we are going to consider BC as the selection line. So let's see how to realize this circuit. Let us see how to realize this circuit. So shall we remove these things, right? Okay, I'm not going to rub this one, so let me remove this data. Okay, so let us consider, okay, let me take the same input. I'm not changing this circuit, I'm not changing the question, right? I'm not changing the question. Let's proceed the circuit with the same question, but this time I'm going to change the boolean variables in the data selector, right? So in the data selection line, which variables that I'm going to consider now? Let's see, right? Let's see. Now let us change them, right? So let me rub these things also, right? Because we are going to completely change all things, right? So let's see what happened. Now the data selector line, as per my suggestion, you are requested to use BC as the data selector, correct? Okay, now tell me, how will you realize the output? The output that we are realizing here, it is what? BC into, that is B bar C bar into I0 first variable, because 0 0 data selector is 0 0. If I will put 0 1 0 1 inga pochina, automatically I1 will be enabled such that 0 1, right? With the I1 we are enabling the second person. Now when it is going to be 1 0, automatically we are going to get B C bar, and we are realizing third input, that is I2. Now let us consider the last one, that is BC, with we are realizing last variable, that is I3. Yes, I hope you all have understand now. Now what I have to do, we have to figure out the circuit. Anyway, the question is number of input lines, right? So input lines is not known. Input line is not known. We have to identify the input lines. Shall you proceed? Yes, let's target. Once again, see, if you carefully observe these things, the thing is B, C are going to be act as a data selector. Now which is the input boolean variable? A is going to act as a input boolean variable, right? So let's travel along with the A, right? So let's travel along with the A such that your input variables are I0, we are going to consider I1, I2, and we are going to consider I3. And input lines, from the input line we are going to consider two variables. One is A bar and another one is A, correct? Yeah, let's figure out. Anyway, the combo is that we are going to consider B bar C bar, here we are going to consider B bar C, and here we are going to consider BC bar, here we are going to consider BC. Getting me? 0 0 I0 will be enabled, 0 1 I1 will be enabled, 1 0 I2 will be enabled, 1 1 I3 will be enabled. Guys, realize one thing here. See there, actually the order that we are considering is BCA. We have to consider BCA. That's very important. Here they had given the order like this. I did not wrote anything here. Actually they told, right? So we should follow the order as BCA. Right, so we cannot go ahead with this some another type of relation. You have to travel along with this type of relation only, right? You should go ahead with this type of relation only, right? According to this relation, let's consider. If I'll consider, see actually what we have to consider, this is A bar, this is B bar, this is C bar, right? Now how we are going to write the output? Output is we should travel in this way, right, such that B is going to be 0, C is going to be 0, this is going to be 0 0. Once again we have to realize 7 variables, sorry 8 variables, right? 8 combinations could be possible. Let us see 0 0 0. Anyway, see there 0 all are complemented in the sense your input variable is going to be 0. Of course that is going to be 0. Next what type of realizations that we are going to use now? See there, B bar I have to consider first 0, and then C we are going to consider second, and then this is the order. This is the order. They have changed. I did not do anything. They have changed, right? So according to their order, BC will come first, and then we should consider the input line. According to the given order, I should go up with 0 1. We have to realize 0 such that 2 is available here. Now let us consider, here we are going to consider 1 0, here we are going to consider 0, right? So if I will consider 1 0 0, then what I am going to get, the thing is actually you will have to compare this with our original variable. Original variable originally what we have, ABC is our original variable, right? So but here ABC is the actual format, right? So we have to consider ABC as our actual format, but we are going with the what, opposite format, right? So BCA is our format, right? So according to BCA, what we have to consider, B is going to be work first, and then C bar will going to work, and then we will have to realize A bar, such that once again, anyway this is going to be what, 4. Now let us consider BCA bar, right? So if I am just traveling along with the BCA bar, then what is the variable that we are going to consider? The variable is that is going to be 1 1. We are going to get please wait a minute. What I have done here, this is 1 0 0. Of course this is correct. This is going to be 1 1 0. Yeah, that is going to be 6. Guys listen, here's, wait a minute, we are getting same combo, right? That is not possible. I think I'm making small mistake. BCA is our order. In the output side I am in need of BCA, whereas input side we have to realize ABC, right? According to that order, if it is going to be 0 0, then I have to consider 0 0 1, right? Such that it is going to be what, it is going to be 1. Okay, fine. Listen guys, I made a small mistake, forgive me. Listen, see our output is what, our output order is BCA, such that we are writing the terms as B bar C bar, B bar C, BC bar BC. That is correct, right? Small mistake I made, right? Because this realizations questions came long time ago. Yeah, that's why today only I have seen that question, right, in one of the question paper. Not this question, like that question. Okay, let's see. Guys listen, B bar C bar A bar, right? So what we have to realize, all are going to be 0, right? So second thing is B bar C A bar. Actually what is our order? Our original order is ABC, right? So we should go with that one. The actual order is ABC, right? Anyway, in the output format, in the output side we are going to consider, this is our original format in the output side. That things we will do later. First we should consider input with the actual realization. Actual realization in the sense we should consider, see there, A bar B bar C. If we take the last one, last case la nam enna eduthirundhom appadina, A and B are acting as a data selector. Simply C is going to be our input. C is going to be our input, such that our combination will become perfect. எந்த issues இல்லாம அப்படியே டேட்டா வந்து ஆர்டரா வந்துருச்சு ABC. That is inputலயே நம்ம ரியலைஸ் பண்ணது ABC தான், நம்ம அவுட்புட்ல ரிசீவ் பண்ணது ABC தான். That's why there was no changes in the function. But now see there, the output line is changed. In the output side we are getting different combination, whereas input is what? In the input side we are going to consider ABC, right? So in the input side we are consider ABC. Wait a minute. Am I audible? Please wait a second. Yeah, I'm really very sorry for that. Fine, let's continue. Okay, shall we start? Listen guys, don't be confused anything. எதுமே தேவல. Listen, உங்களோட ஆர்டர் என்ன? ABC. ABC is the fixed order. இன்புட்ல என்ன வேரியபிள் ஆர்டர்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்களோ just how to consider that order. இத மட்டும் மைண்ட்ல ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Let's write them. இங்க B bar, C bar, A bar இருக்கா? அப்ப இத எந்த ஆர்டர்ல எழுதணும்? We should write A bar, B bar, C bar. We have to write in this format such that all are going to be 0 0 0. We are getting 0. Next here for B bar I am having, see there, B bar means it is 0, C means I have to consider 1, A bar means we have to consider 1, such that see there 0 0 1. Our order is what? Actual order is ABC. We should go ahead with this format, right? So 0 0 1 means we are its equivalent value is 1. Similarly A bar, B bar, C bar, sorry, A bar means 0, right? B is my value 1, C bar is 0, such that we are realizing 2 here. Next A bar, BC. A bar means 0, B is 1, C is also 1, we are realizing 3 here. Let's see the third case, right? So next one is A, B bar, C bar. A is 1, B bar is 0, C bar is 0, such that we are realizing 4 here. A, B bar, C. A is 1, B bar is 0, C bar is 1, such that we are realizing 5. And A, B, C, right? So, sorry, A, B, C bar. A, B, C bar. A is 1, B is 1, C bar is 0, such that we are realizing 6 here. A, B, C, we are realizing 7. I hope I made a small confusion. I'm really very sorry for that. Yeah. I used to make these things by using questions only, right? But long time ago you had tested this type of questions, but you can expect there are numerous questions. Only last 3 years there was no questions from this area. Fine, let's start our journey with this. Now what we have to do, once again we have to realize this circuit. How will you realize this circuit, right? The thing is, I hope these things are very clear to you all. Inputல என்ன ஆர்டர்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்களோ அந்த ஆர்டர்ல தான் நீங்க நேமிங் அசைன் பண்ணணும், like variables நீங்க அசைன் பண்ணணும். I will take one more example, then it will be clear for you, right? So okay, let's start our journey with the 0 1 2 3, right? 0 1 2 3. Now what is your output? This is going to be all or what? A bar, A bar, A bar, A bar, right? So all input variables are going to be A bar, A bar, A bar, A bar. Simply you can put the answer. If it is like this, see there we have what? You cannot group like this, right? Because this is our inputs. Separately see there, its corresponding variable is A bar, 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 right? Suppose here itself, if one more function is given, for an example, ABC is given as sum of min term. Let us consider the givens are 0, 5, 2, 7. If it is given like this, then what will be our output? Shall I write the answer directly? If I will consider 0 correspondent, we are going to get A bar in I naught. If I will consider 5, its correspondent, we are going to get A. If I will consider 2, its correspondent, for I2 we are going to get what? 2 means we have to consider A bar. For 7, correspondent value is going to be A, such that your values are, inputs are going to be A bar A, A bar A. A bar A, A bar A. So that is how we are realizing the input for second type of selection line. Now for your better understanding, let me select one more way. Let us treat CA as the selector line, then you will get the clear idea. So let me rub these things, right? So let me consider the one more case in order to let you all to get the very clear idea, right? Don't reverse your input order, that will be fixed, right? You don't need to change the input order, right? Yeah, so let us remove this one. Let me select CA as the data selection, right? So let's try and figure out the answer, right? So our target is, order is very important. See there, here how I am considering the order. First let me consider C and then I am considering A. For understanding only I am tilting this order, right? So then you will get the clear idea now. Anyway, the input side we are going to consider B. Do you all agree with me? Yes. Now first write down the output format, that is C bar A bar. This is the format, C bar A bar into I naught plus C bar A into I naught plus C A bar, sorry, I1 into I2 plus CA into I3, correct? This is the output. Now let us realize, do it by yourself very fast. I hope many of you guys now you get the clear idea, right? Anyway, understanding this thing is very important. Let's figure out which is the input variable. We have to consider B as the input variable, B bar B, right? And the variable combinations are, here we are going to consider C bar A bar and C bar A and CA bar we are going to consider CA. Let us realize the variables, right? So let us realize the variable. Now what is our variable? See, actually the format that we are following is ABC is our format. ABC is our format. Now let us consider what we have here, B bar, right? So B bar in the sense we are realizing what? 0. For B bar we are anyway all are complemented, so such that we are going to realize 0 only. Let's consider in this case what we are going to get. Our original order is ABC. Let's perform. A is 1. A is 1, B bar is 0, C bar is 0. Guys listen, you will have to write down, arrange this order. Inga irukka variables neenga ABC formula variables எழுதணும். நீங்க ஆன்சர் எழுதும்போது you will have to consider A first. A na 1, A bar na 0. Then you have to consider B. B 1 na, that is B means 1, B bar means 0. And then you have to consider C. C means 1, C bar means 0. So like that inga எந்த ஆர்டர்ல இருந்தாலும் சரி, இன்புட்ல எந்த ஆர்டர்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்களோ அத மைண்ட்ல ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. And then you can fix the variables. இங்க யார் வருவான்றதை choose பண்ணிக்கலாம். Anyway, let me explain it clearly. See there, first இதுல யாரை consider பண்ணோம்? Secondல we have to consider A first. A means 1, A bar means 0. And then we have to consider B. B means 1, but B bar means 0. And then we have to consider C. C means 1, C bar, that is 0. Its decimal equivalent is going to be 4. Am I correct? Yes. Now second, next case. First we have to consider A. But A means 1, A bar is 0. Next I have to consider B. B means 1, B bar is 0. Next I have to consider C. C means 1, C bar means what I can say 0. Such that A bar is 0, B bar is 0, C is going to be 1, decimal equivalent is 1 only. Let us consider next one, right? See there, A means 1, B means 1, but B bar is 0. C means 1, 1 not 1, equivalent value is 5. Let us consider B. This is, in this case we have to write like this. A bar is 0, B 1, C bar is 0, such that we are getting 2. Let us consider A is 1 and B is also 1, C bar is going to be 0, such that we are realizing 6. Next let's consider A bar is 0, B is 1, C also 1, such that we are realizing 3. Next all are 1, we are realizing 7. Do you all understand? Now I know you are getting the clear idea, right? Fine. Let's assign the function. Fine. Let's figure out the answer. 0, 1, 2, 3. Where is 0? This is 0, right? This is 1. This is 2. Okay, again we are getting same thing. Let me take 6, 7. Let us assign few more variables. 0, 1, 2. Instead of considering 0, 1, okay. 2 also we will consider, not 3. Let me consider 6. Let us insert one more variable here. Let me consider 7 also. Let's figure out the answer. That is the given. Let us assume, right? Now what is the answer? 0, 1 is okay, 2 is over. I have to consider 6 and then we have to consider 7. Shall we realize the answer? Yes. See there, if I will club these two things together, B plus B bar will give you 1. For 6 alone, your correspondent value is B. For 1 alone, its correspondent value is B bar. For 7 alone, its correspondent value is B. Such that its correspondent input lines are going to fix its value as 1, B, B bar, B. That is how we are finding the input lines. I hope now things are very clear to you all. I am trusting, right? If you have any doubts, you can ask in the group. There is no issues, right? That is how we are realizing any circuits with the help of multiplexer, with the given multiplexer. Now, in order to get this clear idea regarding this one, let us select one more example with 4 variables, right? Then you will get the clear idea, right? So let us discuss about 4 variables mux realization, right? So let us remove this one. Yeah. Input sequence, it's very important. Just to keep your attention with the input sequence. அவங்க என்ன ஆர்டர்ல கொடுக்குறாங்களோ you have to just fix that one and then just follow. அவுட்புட்ல நம்ம எந்த ஆர்டர்ல ரிசீவ் பண்றோம் அதை வச்சு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டயக்ராம் போட்டு and then just implement the data. For an example, right? For an example, the given function is f of a, b, c, d, right? We have to visualize this minterm with the help of, let me take some variables. Let us consider 0, 7, 8. Let me consider 11. Let us consider 12. Let us consider 14 also. Right? They are given some variables, right? Let me insert one more variable. No problem, right? Yeah. So this is given. We have to realize these things with the help of multiplexer. Just implement the circuit with the help of multiplexer. Now, for an example, diagram is not given, right? And they said, right, only one thing is given as B, C, D are acting as a data selector. Data selector line will be given. Definitely you should know the data selection line. Without knowing the data selector, you cannot do anything, right? You cannot realize the mux, right? Yeah, first data selector is BCT, right? For your understanding, I'm just taking that one. And the next thing is, first tell me what type of multiplexer should be required in order to achieve the desired output for the given Boolean variables, right? Let's see how do I realize that one. I have written the relation 2 power n minus 1 cross 1 multiplexer should be required to implement the given Boolean variables, right? So 2 power n minus 1 in the sense, n is what? How many variables we should consider? It's clearly denotes a b c d, 4 variables we have to consider. So 2 power 4 minus 1 such that it will be equal to 2 power 4 minus 1, 2 power 4 minus 1 cross 1, that is cross 1 should be required here, such that the realized mux is minus 4 minus 1 will be 3, 2 power 3 is 8. So I'm in need of 8 cross 1 multiplexer in order to implement the given circuit. I hope things are very clear to you all. Let's implement the multiplexer, right? So 8 cross 1 multiplexer in the sense, it should be required, right? So here I'm in need of 8 input lines. Let us insert I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7. Totally 8 lines are available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yes, we are considering 8 lines. So let me consider I0 here, I1. Let's drag I2 here. Let's drag I3 here. You please do it by yourself. I know all of you guys are understanding now these things very well, right? So I'm trusting you all. So you can do it by yourself. You don't need to wait for me, right? So let us see. This is our output. Anyway, in order to realize this mux, how many input lines should be required? In order to realize 8, I am in need of 3 input lines. The number of input lines are going to be 3. Data selector should be required. Sorry, not input, data selector. The data selectors are given as B. The order is given as B, C, D. Let me select them. Fixed, right? So let's first realize the output before understanding it. What will be our output? Totally we are going to receive 8 outputs, such that first we should consider the data selector. Totally in the data selector line, 8 possible combinations are there. 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0, sorry, 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. Totally we have 8 possible combinations for each and every input, that is a data selection. Corresponding input line will going to be enabled. Now first one, when B, C, D are going to be 0, when all are 0, right, automatically I0 will be enabled, such that your output is going to be B bar, C bar, D bar into I0. Do you all agree with me? Yeah. With this 0 0 1, we have to realize 0 0 1, we are realizing I1. Second pin will be enabled. Next we have to consider 0 1 0 and I2 pin will be enabled. Next we have to consider 1, that is 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 0, correct. Next we have to consider 0 1 1. Next I3 will be enabled. Next 0 1 1 no, 1 0 0 1 0 0 I4 will be enabled. Next 1 0 1 1 0 1 I5 will be enabled. Next 1 1 1 0, yeah, am I correct? Yeah, 1 1 0 I6 will be enabled. Next 1 1 1 I7 will be enabled. Clear? So this is the possible outputs. Let's see. Anyway, this is not under without knowing these things directly we can implement, right? I know very well, but the thing is you all have to understand at what type of sequence that you are following. B, C, D, A. Do you all agree with me? B, C, D are going to act as a data selector, such that I0 from the input line we are going to consider the combination as the Boolean variable is A. Simply we can see, sir, A, B, C, D is the given Boolean variables. If B, C, D are acting as a data selector, automatically A is going to be the input line. And B, C, D order inga kuduthirukangala, B, C, D nu kuduthirundanga with this. யாரை நீங்கள் இன்புட்டில் கன்சிடர் பண்ண போறீங்களோ அதை அப்படியே லாஸ்ட்டாக கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. தட் இஸ் தி சீக்வன்ஸ் ஆர்டர். That's enough. You don't do this blah 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 things for understanding, right? Once you'll become a master, you can play with these circuits, right? Yeah. Let me realize, right? So how will you realize this one? So let's see how to do that one. Anyway, which is our input line? A bar and A are going to be the input line. And how many input lines we are going to consider now? Let me consider I0 and I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7, right? So let me consider all these things. Okay, let's proceed further, right? I7, what I have to do? Shall we start? Anyway, input line, first data selector BCD, right? So we are going to consider B bar, C bar, D bar. Second we are going to consider 0 0 0 0 0 1 and then 0 1 0 and then 0 1 1 and then 1 double 0 and then 1 1 double 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 and then 1 1 0 and then 1 1 1. Correct? Yeah. You please correct it if I make any mistake. No issues, because you know very well these things, right? Shall we start our journey with this? Okay. இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணோம், we have to assign the values. That's very important, right? The important observation is assigning the values, the decimal equivalent for the variables. Anyway, the order that we are going to follow is A, B, C, D is our order. According to the order, first see there A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar all are 0. We can simply put 0 here. Second thing, see there what we have, A bar, first A bar is 0 and then B bar is going to be, see there B bar is also going to be 0 and then C bar. The given order is what? A, B, C, D is the given order. You should follow that one. Output might be reversed. I don't want to know that one, right? So which is a sequence that you are following here, that you have to consider. A, see there B bar, C bar. C bar means 0, D is 1, such that we are realizing 1 here. Next, A bar is 0, B bar is 0, C is 1, D bar is 0, such that we are realizing 2 here. Yeah. Next, what we are going to do, let us consider A bar, B bar, C, D, right? So A bar, B bar, C, D in the sense, see there 0, 0, 1, 1, such that we are realizing 3. Let us consider 0, what I can say 1, double 0. We are going to realize 4 and then 0, 1, 0, 1. We are realizing 5. I think 0, 1, 1, 0, that is 6. Of course, now you all understand that is going to be 7. Automatically here it will become 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We are going to get 15. Correct? Of course. Let's realize, right? Let me take one more example by changing the data selector. Don't worry, right? Shall we figure out the answer? என்னென்ன கன்சிடர் பண்ணணும் பாருங்க, 0 கன்சிடர் பண்ணணும், நெக்ஸ்ட் 7 கன்சிடர் பண்ணுமா, 7 கன்சிடர் பண்ணணும், நெக்ஸ்ட் 8 we have to consider, 10 we have to consider, 12 we have to consider, 14 we have to consider, 15, right? So let's figure out the answer. First, I0 line, we have to club them together such that we are going to get 1. And then here we don't have any variable 0 and here its correspondent value is A. Here we don't have anything 0. 12 correspondent value is A. We don't have anything 14 correspondent value is A. We had been clubbed, that is going to be 1. So this is going to be your input line. So just you can write 1 0 A 0 A 0 A 1. அப்படியே நீங்கள் இன்புட்டில் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். That is going to be your input line, right? Yes. Okay, let us take the one more type, right? Now in order to get the clear idea, let us take one more type of data selector. Let me write the directly instead of writing blah blah story. Let us consider directly. இப்போ நான் என்ன சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா, let us consider ACD as the data selector. Given it is ACD as the data selector. அப்போ உங்களுக்கு ஆக்சுவலா அவுட்புட்ல ஆர்டர் என்ன வரும்? A will first, C will come. That is data selector assignment will first will be enter. Data selector la enna sequence கொடுத்துறீங்களோ that sequence will enter in the output side and then the missing variable is B. This is the order. கரெக்டாக அவுட்புட்டில் நீங்கள் ரிசீவ் பண்ண போகிற ஆர்டர். அப்போ அதை வச்சு நீங்கள் எழுதுனீங்க அப்படின்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி B is going to be our input. Yeah. Whereas here we are going to consider A bar, C bar, D bar. The data selector lines are going to be what? ACD is our data selector. Just write them 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 and then 0 1 0 and then we have to consider 0 1 1 and then we have to consider 1 double 0 and then we have to consider 1 0 1 1 0 1 and then we let me remove this circuit please. And then we have to consider 1 1 0 1 1 0 and then we have to consider 1 1 1. Correct? So here what we are going to, let me remove this line first, and here we are going to consider I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7. Correct? Let's realize these things. Let us realize these things here, right? So how we are going to assign the variables? Let me remove this portion first. You please do it by yourself. Don't wait for me because you all know the procedure, na? Anyway, the order that we need to follow here is ABC, right? think mic is being adjusted, sorry. Yeah, fine. Let us see A, B, C, D is going to be our order. Fine, huh? Yeah, let's consider what we have to do now. 0, 0, 0. We have to start our operation with the A, B, C, D. Yeah, let me consider. This is the order. Given Boolean variable order is A, B, C, D, right? Anyway, I forget to keep the A, B, C, that is min terms. Question என்ன கொடுத்திருந்தாங்க எனக்கு தெரியல. Let me consider some other variables. 0, 1, 2, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15. Okay, take one more question, no problem, right? அது நமக்கு பிரச்சனை இல்லை. ABCD ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாமா? See there, first all are complemented, we are going to get 0 only, there is no doubt. Second, we have to consider 0, 0, we are realizing what? Let me consider. A bar is 0, B bar also 0, C bar also 0, and D we are going to consider what? See that is the only person will not having anything here, right? So directly we can consider 0, 0, 0, 1, its decimal equivalent is 1. Next let us consider A bar is 0, and then we should consider B bar, that is also 0, C is not 0, that is 1, and D bar is going to be 0, right? Now what we are going to get? We are going to get what? We are realizing D only, sorry, we are getting 2, right? So next what I have to consider, the next combo is A bar I am getting 0, right? For B bar I am getting 0, for C I am not getting anything, for sorry DD 1, 1, so that we are going to realize 3. Like that you can assign all the variables. Like for A what I am going to get? For A, wait a minute, 1, and then for B bar we are going to get 0, and then for C bar we are going to get 0, for D bar we are going to get 0, such that it is going to be 8. Let us consider for A we are going to get 1, and then for B bar we are going to get 0, for C bar we are going to get 0, for D we are going to get 1, such that this will be 9. Next for A we are going to get 1, for B bar we are going to get 0, for C bar we are going to get 0, for D we are going to get 1. Where I am now, sorry guys, I am going with 9 once again. This is 9 only, na? That is 1, 0, 0, 1, that is 9. This is 1 and 0, 1, 0. So this is 1, 0, 1, 0, sorry, this is 10. This is 10. Now let's realize 1, 0, 1, 1. 1, A is 1, B bar means 0, right? C is 1, D also 1, such that we are realizing 11 here. Yeah. Fine. Let's start our journey with the next one. A bar, C bar, D bar. Anyway, A bar is 0, B 1, C bar 0, D bar 0. This is 4. Yeah. Next, A bar 0, B 1, C bar 0, D 1. This is 5. Next, let us consider A bar 0, B 1, C 1, D bar 0. This is 6. Next, A bar 0, B 1, C, D, all are 1, 1. That is 7. Let's realize next one. That is A. What I am going to consider now? Wait a minute. This is A. That is 1. B is 1. That is 0, 0. I think that is 12, right? Yeah, I am correct. Next, let us consider 1, 0. Sorry. This is 1. Sorry. 1, 1. Right? This is 1. This is 1. C bar 0. D 1. So 1, 1, 0, 1. That is 13, right? Yeah. That is 13. Next next one, A is 1, B is 1. 1, 1, 1, 0. That is 14. Last one is 15. Yeah. We assign all the variables. Now I know you all are getting the clear idea, right? So 0 we have to consider, 1 we have to drag, 2 we have to drag, and 7 we have to drag, 8 we have to drag, and then 10 we have to drag, 12 we have to drag, and then 15 we have to drag. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 variables I was considering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 variable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 variable will be there. 8 variable will be there. Shall we start our journey? Let's assign the inputs now. This is what? B bar. This is B bar, this is B bar, this is B, this is 1, 0, this is B bar, this is B. Is it okay now? That's all. That is how we are. That's all. This applying input la potu vandida. B bar, B bar, B bar, B 1, 0, B bar, B. Clear? That is how we are realizing any Boolean variables with the help of multiplexer. Right? Yeah. That's all. Your combinational circuits is completely over. Right? I did not left even a single term. Right? I hope. So now we will solve the problems. Right? Now you will get the clear idea. Let us start in solving the problems. See, whichever the concept that we saw, the same way you'll be tested in your examination. You don't face any testing, that is brain teasers questions are not be there. But of course digital electronics, it's brain teaser only, right? Because there are no concept. Once you understand, you'll be, it's a bit, it's just become a toy, right? You can play with this like our engineering mathematics, right? First we have to learn the basics. Once we are getting the grip, then we can play with this circuit. It will become a tie automatically, right? Yeah, let's realize the questions, right? I had collected some questions. Let me post it here. First question itself, mux realization only, right? So we have to realize the mux. Actually they said the logic function is given as f is equal to, they said that is ac plus abd plus acd, right? ABD plus ACD is to be realized by using 8x1 blah blah story is given already, right? Anyway, without knowing that things, we know how to do, but they are given the diagram first, right? That is diagram is very important, because in this diagram, from the diagram only we are going to select the what I can say, data selector. Data selector is very important, na? Without knowing the data selector, we cannot do anything. And you can observe these things. See there, A, B, C, D. They are A is available, B is available, C is available, D is available. It means they are talking about 4 variable Boolean expression. That is A, B, C, D. In order to realize 4 Boolean variables, what type of multiplexer should be required for us? So we are realizing 2 power n cross, that is 2 power n minus 1 cross 1 multiplexer only we are using. 2 power n. N denotes the number of Boolean variables. So totally we are using 4 Boolean variables, such that 4 minus 1 will going to be 3. 2 power 3 will become 8. Automatically it clearly denotes that we have to use 8 cross 1 multiplexer. Anyway, in your question itself they told that data. Let's start our journey with this. I am in need of 3 data selector. Let me figure out the data selector line first. They said the data selectors are DCA. That's what I had been told you, right? Data selector will be reversed. They won't give you the proper arrangement, right? In the data selector, that is the point where you'll be tested. Your brain is being, that is, they will give you work for your brain, right? You please do it by yourself, because data selector will be given, function will be given. But still now we have not realized one more thing. See that this is not in the standard canonical form, right? So we have to transform it into the canonical form first of all, right? This is, see there, Boolean variables are missing. In the first term AC is available, BD is missing. Second term C is missing. Third term B is missing. That is not the correct way, right? First we have to realize the actual system, right? So let me realize that one before proceeding further, right? Anyway, for 8 Boolean variables we are going to consider I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7. These are all the input, and we are going to realize only one output. That things, that blob story we know, right? Anyway, for your understanding, let me write them here. I0, I1. This diagram is given in your question. I did not select data selector. They only told that the data selector order is DCA. Just to figure out one thing, D will become first in the output, C will become second in the output, A will become third in the output. Automatically input line will become last. Now in the input side we are going to realize the missing Boolean variable. DCA is acting as a data selector, or acting as a data selector. Automatically B is going to be registered as the input. So the sequence that we are following in the output is DCAB. That's enough. Understanding that one is more than enough, right? Now coming back, first we have to transform. How will you transform, guys? Listen, A is available, B is missing, right? See, we all know B is missing in the sense there we have 1, correct? And D is also missing, there we have 1. 1 will be replaced by, how will you replace? B plus B bar. The missing variable is B, so we can write like this. And C, we can consider D is missing. For D will be replaced by D plus D bar. Plus, let us realize the second one. In the second case, A is available, B is available, C is missing. In place of C we have 1, so that will be replaced by C plus C bar. Just we are transforming it into standard form, right? A is available. In the third one, B is missing. B means that is 1 is missing. We have to consider B plus B bar, and then C into D. Let's enhance this one, right? If I open up the brackets at all, what we are going to realize? Let's see, right? So first of all, if I reduce this function here, I am going to get 2 things. One is A, B, C. First of all, A, B, C, it will be multiplied together, such that we are also going to realize A, B bar, C. We are going to get 2 things, right? And then with this we have to multiply D bar plus D. First one plus, right? Shall I complete? Of course. So I complete பண்ணிறேன். இத D bar ஆல மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணீங்கன்னா it will become, right? So first of all, அப்ப இதுல என்ன வரும்? It will become A, B, C, D bar plus A, B bar, C, D bar plus A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D plus A, B bar, C, D. Okay. Totally we are getting 4 variables here. Similarly, second, if இதை open பண்ணினா it will become A, B, C, D plus it will become A B C bar D plus இது open பண்ணீங்கன்னா here you are going to get A B C D plus A B bar C D, right? First see there, A plus A is what? We know the postulate, right? The postulate is the result of A plus A is A only. We know that one, right? So just we are observing that one. So if I'll find like this, ABCD, how many times ABCD will be repeated? See there, here we have ABCD, 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 such that you don't need to consider all functions, consider only once, that is enough. Plus, is there any other repeated variable? ABC D bar. Do I have any ABC D bar? ABC D bar. No, ABC D bar is not available. Let me consider ABC D bar directly. Plus, right, it is over. A B bar C D bar. A B bar C D bar. A B bar C D bar. No, A B bar C D bar. That is also not available. Let us consider A B bar C D bar. Let me write this one. Next, A B bar C D. A B bar, see there, A B bar C D, A B bar C D, correct? We are getting same variable, so that is going to be what? A B bar C D. Next, the last variable is A B C bar D, correct? Totally 1 2 3 4 5 variables are available. Let's see its decimal equivalent first of all, right? So let me write them in min term format. Let's consider first A B C D 15, 1110, that is 14. Correct? Next, this is going to be what? 1010. Its equivalent is what? 1010. I think that is 10, right? My intention, that is my mind is blowing with the 10. I think that is 1000, 1001, 1010. Yeah, that is 10 only. And this is going to be 1011. That is 11, right? So that is equal to 11. Its equivalent is 11. Next, here we are going to get 1101, right? Am I correct? Yeah. 1101 means 1011, which is equal to 1, that is, and then 100, that is 12, and then 1101, that is 13, right? So totally the variables are, we are getting 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. I am realizing these variables here, right? So let's put them together. This is the given variables, right? See, just we have to consider 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, and we have to identify the inputs, right? Anyway, let me keep them in a side. It's equivalent min term, right? We found all those things: 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. Right? See, nowadays you won't be tested with this type of big questions. Don't be panic, because time consumption is the matter. They will give you very small questions only as per the time, right? 2 minutes, 1 minute is the maximum time. They won't go beyond that. So only very small circuit will be given. Otherwise, realization will be directly given. Don't be panic about this one. This question 20 years ago I took this one. That is 20 years, that 21 years ago you were tested this type of questions, right? That's very older question. For your understanding, I took this one here. Yeah. Anyway, whether it is coming or not, right, the thing is understanding these things are very important. That is what I want, right? So our work is we have to bring the answer, right? So that is what our task. So let's try and figure out the answer first. Let's try and figure out the answer. Yeah, please wait a second. Let me complete. Fine. Let's go ahead with this. Anyway, what is our target? Shall we start our journey? Yeah. Which is our input here? B, yeah, B bar B, and we have to realize I0 here and I1. Let me consider I2 here. Let us consider I3 and I4 here, I5, I6. We are going up with the I7. Shall we start our journey? Yeah. Data selectors are what? D bar, C bar, A bar, 0 0 0. Next 0 0 1, I1 will be enabled. 0 0 1. Next 0 1. 0, right? Next 0 1 1. Next 1 double 0. Next 1 0 1 1 0 1. Next 1 1 0 1 1 0. Next 1 1 1 1 1 1. Yeah, I wrote everything perfect. Shall we register the variables? See, the first all are 0. Happily we can put 0 here. Happily we can put 0. Second, we are going to consider. Let us see. A is 1. A is 1. Remaining all are 0, which is equal to what? 8. Next, A is 0. Guys, A is 0 and then B is 0. Our order is A, B, C, D. Right? Don't change that format. right? Fine, that's very important. A, B, C, D. Now let's consider A we have to consider first, and then B we have to consider. Anyway, A bar, B bar 0, C is 1, D bar is 0, we are realizing 2 here. See that totally your sequence is reversed. That's why that is what I've been told you. Keeping your attention with the data selector is much important here, right? Now you please do it by yourself, don't wait for me, right? Because you know the procedure. Okay, let me continue. Next I am considering 1 0 1 0, right? 1 0 1 0, which is equal to 10, that is equal to 10, and 1 is 0, B is 0, C is 0, D, see there, where is 1 will be placed at this point. Next we are going to get 1 0 0 1. What is this? I think that is 9, correct? Yeah, let's realize 0 0 1 1, that is 3. Next 1 0 1 1, right? 1 0 1 1 I think that is 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 0, that is 11, right? So that is equal to 11. Next B, let's realize A is 0, B is 1, rest of guys are 0, that is 4. Next A is 1, B is 1, rest of guys are 0 0, which is equal to 12, right? I think I am correct. So 1 0 1 1, and then 1 0 1 1 is 11, yeah. 1 where I put 1 0, yeah, I am correct. I am going up with the 12 here. Let's consider. Next here we are going to consider 0 1 1 0, that is equal to 6. Next let us consider 1 1 1 0, which is equal to 14. Next let us consider 0 1 0 1, right? So that is equal to 5. Next let us consider 1 1 and then we have to consider 0, we have to consider 1. I think that is equal to 13, yeah. Next let us consider 0, here we are going to consider 1, and here we are going to consider 1 1, right? So that is equal to 7, right? So finally all are 1, so we are going to consider 15. See how your sequence had been changed. So that is what I had been told you. Data selector is the main role here. Without knowing the data selector you cannot do anything. That's very important, right? Now you can register, right? So you can register any variable that you want, right? Anyway, we have 10 11 13 14 15, right? So let's start our journey without 10 11 13 14 15. Okay, remaining all are going to be 0 0 0. Here it is 1, it is 0, it is B, it is 0, that is 1, correct? Just register the variables, it's over, clear? I hope things are very clear to you all, right? See let's realize the next question. The minimal product of some function described by the K-map, right? So let me select the next one. So let us rub this one. See, one of you actually told me, sir, question கொடுத்த உடனே ஆன்சர் சொல்லாதீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சஜஷன் கொடுத்துருந்தீங்க. One small request, okay, we are in live class and your session is being recorded. இந்த இடத்துல நான் வந்து டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணேன் அப்படின்னா it won't be good actually, right? So the thing is, but you will have the option, just note down the question, pause the video, try it by yourself, again resume the video and check your answer. That will be best option for us, right? Instead of wasting my time, you can just pause the video and you can try after noting the question, right? Fine. Let's see the minimal product of some function. The question is the minimal product of sum, right? So the minimal product of sum, the minimal product of sums function, the minimal product of sums function described by the K-map, right? Described by the K-map, that is the question. Described by the K-map, the minimal product of sum. What is this? First of all, we are talking about product of sum, POS. Okay, fine. Let's realize the given K-map first. They had given questions are very easy from digital electronics, guys, please trust me. You have to understand the basics, right? I'm not lying anything, right? I'm giving proof. While solving the problem, we are realizing how easy our questions are, but basics are very important. Without knowing basics, you cannot do anything here. That's all. That is they are given, and they are given 4 options. Option A given as A bar, C bar. That is another way of representation of your complements, right? That is A bar, C bar. Option B, they said A bar plus C bar. Option C is A plus C. Option D is AC. Okay. Shall we realize what is the format that we are required? The minimal product of sum function. They are asking you to find out the product of sum. Product of sum na yaranga consider பண்ணுவீங்க zeros, that is over, right? Shall we start? Yes, given it is 8 cells, right? So see there, product of sum means we should keep our concentration with the zeros, and minimum we can start from 8 cell grouping. 8 cell grouping in the sense all cells should keep 0. Is there any possibilities like that? No. See there, totally I have 8 cells only. If all are having 0, then 8 cell grouping is possible. So 8 is not possible. Let us try with the 4. 4 is possible. Huh? See there guys, here we have 0 0. Now tell me what is the purpose of don't care. If I have, right, நம்ம don't care use பண்றதால groupings வந்து பெரிய largest grouping possible இருக்கு அப்படினா we can just use them, right? So if I'll consider these two don't care, then 4 term grouping could be possible. Then I can do it, right? Is there any another 4 grouping? No. 4 term grouping is not there. Only one that had been realized. Let's target 2. 2 irukka? Yes, our next format is 2. We can do this one. It's over. That's all. There are no things to understand. Anyway, what I have done here, this is 1. Yeah, we are erasing like this. Anyway, first let me write the equivalent values for understanding. Since we are going to write the expression in POS format, POS format நீங்க எப்படி எழுதுங்க? In POS, this is C. 1 is not acceptable. We should take C bar. 0 0. Yeah, first we have to perform OR operation. So A plus B. 0 1. 0 is acceptable, but 1 is not acceptable. I should take complement. Both are 1 1. Both are not acceptable. We should raise the complement for them, and then you can perform OR operation. 1 is not acceptable, right? We should take complement. 0 is acceptable. We can just accept. Clear? Let's figure out the answer. For this grouping, actually what we have C bar here. Yes, we have C bar, and here which is the common term, we know how to do, right? The common term is A. Automatically it is going to be C plus A. First term is over. Let's figure out the second one. See there, we are doing 4 term. If 4 term, see there, in this side we are considering both of these guys such that C dot C bar will become 0. We have to perform AND operation here, that will be 0, right? 0 cross we have to perform OR operation. Ingarunda anga pogumbodhu we have to perform addition, but in between them we have to perform dot, that is AND operation. Here also see there, in between them we have to perform AND operation, right? Because already see there, OR operation is over. OR operation is over. Immediately we have to perform product of sum means next task is we have to perform AND operation only. Anyway, see there, dot product we have to 4 grouping, we have to consider both of these guys, that is going to be 0. So 0 plus we should consider in between, right? So these two cells, which is the common term here? Common term is A bar. So your answer is A bar. I had been proved already how this common term is coming out. Please revise your notes. So see there, I got what? A bar into A plus C bar, correct? That is what we got. Just to open up the bracket, if I will pass it inside, automatically become A bar dot A plus A bar C bar. So what is the conclusion? A bar dot A is what? That is 0. 0 plus anything, right? So your answer is what? A bar C bar. What is the correct answer? Option A. Clear? Yeah. Let me proceed with the next question. So let me rub this one. Okay, the next question is the output of 4 cross 1 mux, right? The output of 4 cross 1 mux shown in the figure. Question is the output of 4 cross 1 mux shown in the figure. Mux shown in figure. Shown in figure. That is the question. And let me drag this circuit here. Yeah, 4 cross 1 mux. They had given 2 selection line X, Y. How many input lines are there? I0, I1, I2, I3, right? And listen, they said like this: 0, 1, 2, 3. Just they name like this, and its correspondent input. They just tie up all this line together, and they are considering this one as VCC. And this line had been connected with the ground. Okay, electrical equivalent values they are considering. Don't be panic. We can bring the output. That's very simple. Output is what? Option A, they said x dot y whole bar plus x. In option B, they said x plus y. Please do it by yourself. Don't wait for me. Right? Bringing the answer is your responsibility. That's not my responsibility now, because conclusions had been made already. Right? You know everything now. Right? I'm not going to anything. That is, I'm not going to teach anything new now. We are in the edge of combination. Over. Combination circuit is over. Fine. Let's figure out the answer for this one. What will be your answer? Guys, listen. This is electrical value, but we are in digital circuit, right? So VCC means what? In digital, VCC, it's a type of electrical signal, right? It is active signal. Its equivalent value is what? Its equivalent value is 1, first of all. Second, it is ground. Ground means electrically it is ground. It is called ground, but in digital that will be replaced by what? 0. Input is 0. Next thing, this 0 denotes. 0 means indirectly, by definition, they are considering I0 here. This is the order I1, I2, I3. One thing you all have to remember, I told you already, always from the input line, usually what will be the order? First we are considering I0, and then we have to enable I1, I2, I3. That is the order. Yeah. So let's figure out the answer. Anyway, XY combo is what? This is the data selector line. Now how will you write down the operation here? That is, output is going to be, first of all, see there, when I am activating 0, 0, if both are 0, 0, then we have to write X bar, Y bar, C. Output on the let me take output net. Because Sangi Y pota you will be confused, right? So let me consider like this. Let me write the answer. See there, if both are 0, 0, X bar, Y bar, which line will be enabled? Automatically I0 will be enabled, but I0 is what? Input side we have 0, right? Input signal is 0 for I0. Next 0, 1. 0, 1 in the sense 0, 1 in minterm form, because answer also were written in minterm. Anyway, we are usually writing it what? In sum of product only. Don't be panic, right? So the X bar Y, second line will be enabled. Its input value is automatically set to be 1. Plus third one is going to be X Y bar, that is 1, 0. Automatically I2 will be enabled, but that is also going to be what? Its corresponding electrical signal is also 1. Finally I3, it is also going to be 1, and with this one we are considering XY with 1. Is that visible to you all? Let me check it. Wow, board is big now, right? Fine. Shall we start our journey? This is 0. Let's take these 3 guys, right? Let's see, is there any possibility to reduce? Yes. See there, from this 2 term you can take X outside, such that it is become X bar Y, plus if you take X outside, in bracket you will have Y bar plus Y. Automatically Y bar plus Y will become 1. We all know. Now we can extend this one, X bar Y. I know we all get the answer now. Shall we apply distribution theorem? Yes. According to distribution theorem, this function can be rewritten as X plus Y into X bar plus X. Anyway, X bar plus X, which is equal to 1. So the answer is 1 into X plus Y. 1 into X plus Y is equal to X plus Y only. So the correct answer is option B, right? Fine. Let us take the next one. See how easy your questions are, right? How easy your questions are. Okay. Let me select the next one, right? Multiplexer is one of the most important topic, because there are numerous questions. See there, last question number multiplexer la dhaan paathom, right? So this is also we are facing with the multiplexer. Adukku munadi paathadhu multiplexer dhaan, right? So that's very important topic. Anyway, practicing the problems in all topic is very important. I did not mean that multiplexer only we are going to face the question, right? Okay, the next question is figure shows the 4x1 multiplexer. Figure shows the 4x1 multiplexer, MUX, right? Let me start the question. Actually it is used to implement the 1-bit full adder circuit. Okay guys, the question is you are requested to implement the 1-bit, that is full adder circuit oda sum implement panna sollirukanga. Sum of full adder circuit we have to implement, right? So sum of the full adder circuit we have to implement, right? Okay, fine, that's all. And they had given the diagram. We have to implement the sum of full adder circuit, right? So let's see. First of all, they said the given diagram in the selection line, they are considering P and Q here, right? And they said that is S0, S1. Anyway, naming is not matter here. The order is what? PQ. We should go like this, right? And then we are considering 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And I0, I1, I2, I3, right? So just we should name them as I0, I1, I2, I3, right? Anyway, I don't want to write down the options at all. Our brain has to work now. Let's figure out the answer, right? So the question is actually அவங்க என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா realize the input combo. இன்புட்டோட காம்பினேஷனை ரியலைஸ் பண்ண சொல்கிறாங்க. இன் ஆர்டர் டு ரிசீவ் தி சம் ஆஃப் தி ஃபுல் ஆடர் சர்க்கியூட்டோட சம்மு தான் எனக்கு அவுட்புட்டில் வரணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, ரைட்? ஐ ஹோப் யூ ஆல் ரிமெம்பர் ஃபுல் ஆடர் சர்க்கியூட்டோட அவுட்புட் என்ன? That is A XOR B XOR C, right? Anyway, let me figure out once, right? Full adder circuit order sum output, not carry. In full adder, we saw 2 things anyway. Writing sum is my responsibility now. Carry is not the answer here. So I'm just considering sum only. So we are going to consider 3 variables here. Why I am putting one more column unnecessarily? Sorry. Let us consider A, B, C. That is going to be our sum. 8 combo 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, double 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, right? So 1, 1, 1. Yeah, let us extend the box slightly. Fine. Let's register the answer. Sum answer enna varum? The first thing is what? See that 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0 only. 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1. 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 0, 1. 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 10. 0 is sum, 1 is carry. 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 10. So 0, 1 is going to be carry. 1 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 0, 10, 0. 1 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 1, 11. So that is going to be 1. Now see there, the equivalent values here. For 1 we are getting, 2 we are getting, 3 for 4 we are getting, for 7 we are getting. Correct? Let me put them. So the thing is, in the output side we are going to realize namak enna venum, we need 1, 2, 4, 7. Correct? இதான் இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ண சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. சேம் சர்க்யூட், ரைட்? மல்டிப்ளெக்சர் நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி மாடல் பார்த்தாச்சு இல்லையா? ஹவு டு டூ திஸ் ஒன் இன் ஆர்டர் டு ரியலைஸ் திஸ் அவுட்புட், ரைட்? வி ஹவ் டு ரியலைஸ் 1, 2, 4, 7 as the output, right? How will you do this one? We know the format how to do this one, right? So let me make that one. So we have to consider I0 here. Let me drag I1 here, I2 here. We are going to drag I3 here, such that PQ is the order. So let us consider PQ, right? Anyway, PQ we are not going to keep our concentration with this PQ at all. Directly let me register the values anyway. That is P bar Q bar. We are going to consider P bar Q. That is going to be PQ bar. We are going to consider PQ and PQ. Actually, instead of PQ, we are considering what? AB only, right? So we are going to realize AB only, but they said PQ, right? So we can also replace this variable by AB. If you have any issues with this, we can directly replace it by AB, right? So the last variable, right, is going to be C. That is, we are considering C bar C here. Shall we start our journey? We can directly write, assign. This is, instead of writing a PQ, just to consider AB, because they have not told anything about the data selector line. So just simply consider this is our A, this is our B for our reference, and that is going to be C, right? So shall we start our journey? Yes. So 0, 0, 0, we are going to get 0, 0, that is A, 0, 1, 0, am I correct? That is 2, and then 1, 0, 0, that is going to be 4, and then 1, 1, 0, that is going to be 6. This is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, sorry, wait, 0, 1, 0, sorry, 0, 1, 1, that is 3, 1, 0, 1, that is 5, 1, 1, 1, that is 7, right? So let's assign the values here, right? நமக்கு என்னென்ன தேவை? 1, 2, 4, 7, 1, 2, 4, 7. So its variables are, here it is going to be what? I0 ko C. For I1 we are going to get C bar. For I2 we are going to get C bar. For I3 we are going to get C. Is it visible to you all that I am writing it here? Please wait, let me check it. Yeah, that's visible, fine. That's good. C, C bar, C bar. So what is the answer, guys? This is going to be C, C bar, C bar, C. See how simply your questions are. That is what I've been told you. Present questions are only, this is a recent question only. Recent means some 5 years or 6 years ago, right? So this is easy question. We can simply solve this type of questions. Smartness, right? By practice you will become a master, right? So these things that are, this demonstration also should not be required. You can directly keep your answer, right? You will visualize these things automatically. Fine, let us go ahead with the next type of question. So let me remove this one. So the next question is, so let me rub this one first. Fine. Actually, the question is, they are given blob story. I'm not considering that blob story. First, let me draw the diagram. First, we should consider 4 XNOR gate, XR and 1 XNOR, right? So let us club them together. First, okay, let me tilt the circuit like this. That will be better for us. Yeah, your circuit is given like this. 1, yeah, and then we are going to consider one more XR gate, yeah, and then we are going to consider one more XR gate, okay, and then we are going to consider one more XR gate. This is XR gate. Now all these XR gates are clubbed together, that is its outputs are clubbed together such that we are going to realize one more person here, right? Yeah, so they are going to be clubbed with the XNOR gate, right? XNOR in the sense this is our XNOR, this is going to be output, right? And the question is, right, they told like that, right? They have started here, they mentioned like this A0 B0, they said that is A1 B1, this is A2 B2, this is A3 B3, right? And they are considering the order as A3 A2 A1 B3 B2 B1, right? அவங்க என்ன ஆர்டர் கன்சிடர் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா A3 A2 A1 A0 B3 B2 B1 B0. That is the order that they are considering. That is given in the question. Now the question is, there are possible outputs, right? Let us consider option A. They said 1010. Possible inputs are 1010. Option B, they said they are going to get 0101, 0101. Option C, they said 0010, 0010. Option D, they said 1010, 1011. Actually, what is the question? The question is, let me conclude. Actually, என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்கன்னா, in the given circuit, identify the correct variables, that is the correct sequence, right, for the output of the function to become 0. அவுட்புட் வந்து 0 வரணும் அப்படின்னா இன்புட்டில் வந்து என்ன காம்பினேஷன் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அவுட்புட்டில் 0 வரும்னு கேட்குறாங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல், வாட் டைப் ஆஃப் கேட் இட் இஸ்? அப்சர்வ், திஸ் இஸ் XNOR gate, right? So that is XNOR gate. It clearly denotes that is the XNOR gate. XNOR gate எப்போ 0 வரும்? XNOR gate is going to be 0 only when we have the combination. Like if all inputs are going to be 0, then output is 1. When all inputs are 1, your output is going to be 1. That is XNOR gate. We know the logic of the XNOR gate. For 0 0 we are getting 1. For 1 1 we are getting 1. Rest of all combo 0 1 1 0 we are going to get 0. That is the logic of XNOR. So see there, different combo is not available here. Only unique inputs will give you the output as the 1, right? So அப்போ XNOR gate பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நம்ம என்ன consider பண்ண முடியாது? Same inputs we are not going to consider. That is we are going to consider different inputs. Different input in the sense, see there, let us consider. We can select this one as the option, right? Different inputs in this. See there, here I am having what is we have to the combo is, we can consider 1010. See, let us consider like this. See, the thing is different outputs inputs அப்படினா, here you may get what I can suggest, here you may get what I can say 0101 10 like that. என்ன காம்பினேஷன் வரலாம், ஆனா எல்லாமே 0 இல்ல எல்லாமே 1 வரக்கூடாது, அவ்வளவுதான். ரிமைனிங் இருக்க 4 வேரியபிள்ல we can rest of 14 காம்பினேஷன் நீங்க கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கலாம், except 000 and 1111. அத தவிர மத்த எல்லா காம்பினேஷன் நம்ம இங்க கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கலாம், right? So this thing is not exactly known for us, but one thing we can realize, the thing is what, இங்க என்ன வேரியபிள்ஸ் வரக்கூடாது, எல்லாமே 0 வரக்கூடாது, எல்லாமே 1 ஆ வரக்கூடாது. Let's go ahead with the options, right? So in option A, they are given us 1010 combo, right? 1010 in the sense A3 they are considering 1, for B3 they are considering 1. See there, A3 B3, where is A3 B3? This is A3 B3, right? So they are considering 1 1. Next, for next person they are considering 0 0, they are considering 1 1, they are considering 0 0. Are you getting me? See there, A3 B3 and then A2 B2 and then A1 B1 and then A0 B0. அவங்க தான் ஆர்டர் அப்படி சொல்லிருக்காங்க, நான் சொல்ல. So like that, see there, in XOR gate what we know, XOR gate la namakku enna theriyum, this is XOR, this is XOR gate. XOR gate enna pannu appadina, 1 1 kodutha output 0, 0 0 koduthala output enna varum 0, 1 1 output 0, 0 0 output 0. Is it acceptable? No, this is not correct way. Why? Because all are cannot be 0. If all values are 0, then automatically your output will become what? It will become 1. So the output enna varum 0 varum. Let's try and figure out with the second case. Second case la 0 0 and then 1 1 0 0 1 1, that is also not correct. because same input cannot be possible. At least let's figure out this one. 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 0, that is also wrong. At least try with this one. See there, 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 1. Yeah, this is correct, right? So let us consider B3A3, that is they are giving 1 1 here, okay, and then 0 0 they are giving, 1 1 they are giving, but at last here they have tilted, they are considering 0 1. Yeah, I'm feeling happy with this, such that 0 1 XR will produce 1, rest of people will going to produce 0, such that 0 0 0 1 will going to produce 0 at the output side for XNOR, right? So the correct answer is what? Option D. Next, once again mux is given and we have to realize the output, right? So let me rub this one. See, same type of questions hereafter, right? Your questions are very easy, right? This is the way how you are facing the questions from combinational circuits, right? Questions are very easy, very easy, right? We can tell like this. Anyway, the question is, can you please do it for me? Given it is 4 cross 1 mux, right? They are realizing the output, right? Yeah, they are realizing the output, and given it is for 2 more inputs, they are considering 1 0 here, they are considering, I think that is A, under the sequence is I0, I1, I2, I3. Options at all I am not going to write, unnecessary things. They said that is B, this is C, that is the data selector, output is Y. Just we have to realize sum கொடுத்துட்டு என்னென்ன வேரியபிள் வருது 1 2 3 4 அந்த மாதிரி என்னென்ன அவுட்புட் வரும்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Shall we start our journey? Yeah, let's figure out. See there, if they are 0 0, anyway, what is the output here? First we are going to get B bar C bar with I0, then we are going to get B bar C with I1, then we are going to get B C bar with I2, then we are going to get BC with I3. Correct? This is the output. Let's figure out the answer. So this is going to be what? B bar C bar. I0 is what? This is I0, its variable is what? A. We are going to face A here, that is ABC. Now you can change the order, right? And then this is going to be B bar C. I1 is what? I1 is A bar. See, if it is A, it is inverter, na? So automatically you are going to get A bar. Next, B C bar. What is your I2? I2 is 1, right? So I2 is 1. Plus BC, what is I3? 0. So it will be completely 0. Let us consider the standard form. So the thing is what? A B bar C bar, A B bar C bar. This is going to be A bar B bar C plus, next guys listen, one term is missing here. B C is available but A is missing. So what shall we do? That one will be replaced by A plus A bar in order to obtain the canonical form. Let's figure out the answer, right? So that is going to be A B bar C bar, A bar B bar C, A B C bar plus A bar. I hope you are solving with me. Don't follow my answers here, right? Because almost you are getting the clear idea. There are no things to understand beyond this. Shall we register the values? See the summation min term. We are going to consider this is 100, that is 4. This is 001, that is 1. This is 110, that is 6. This is 010, that is 2. So we are considering 1246. Let me check it myself whether the option is correct or not. 1246 is available. Yes, that is going to be the correct. Yeah, I'm getting back. Okay. No. See, all the questions are in the same form only. There are no big things. We have to K-map will be given. We have to realize again K-map and K-map, multiplexer. Fine. There are no new questions. So whichever the model circuits are, same type of questions are there, right? I hope multi-combination circuits are completely understandable by you all, right? Now you can just try and download the question papers. You can try, including your TRB question I told you, right? Fine. So tomorrow we will start the next chapter, that is the second phase. Of course, we are in the edge of your digital. That is very important chapter actually. We have to start sequential circuit, right? So tomorrow we will start. If you have any doubts in our today class, you can just ask in our group, right? So let's wind up with this. Thank you all.